when we talk about the data governance, aspect, the major aspect, the CDO functions. So as part of the CDO functions, what they do, right? So we have a lot of data points across the source systems. When we capture those data set to into the centralized place, we ensure right kind of a governance is there, right kind of accessibility there, right kind of observability is there on the data. That's one. Second aspect, when we capture the data to the source systems, right, and we ensure the right kind of data qualities, right kind of data policing, and the data categorization as well as the lineage is being taken care, right. That is the second aspect. Then third aspect is the business awareness, right. So what happens many times, organization level people doesn't know that how to use this data. They feel that the data is pretty much there and I will go and use it, right. But what happens, many times they will use this data and use it wrongly sometimes, right. So what happens, we need to ensure the evangelist, that is one of the major activities under the data governance, who can ensure that people understood what do mean by the data, what are the consent data, what is the PI data, what is the SPDI data, how those data has to be used in the system, right. That's one. Second thing, they ensure that when they access these data data source in the right kind of a governance is being there. If they are the vendor, if they are the external peoples, they cannot look at the data which is not which might be harmful for them, right. So that's why the question is right kind of a data governance and controlling your data point is very very key. That's what in our organization, like HDFC and all, right, where we have a lot of data point, we ensure right kind of a governance with right authorities access, then the observability pattern is being taken care. That's what we do as part of the data governance. Yes, so that's very good questions. So what happens, when we talk the building our own data platform, it means using the latest plethora of toolings across the world or across the good brands people are putting up. Use those tool set and build your platform over there. You are not going to build from scratch. It will take ages and ages, and by the time data platform has gone very very fast to there, right. So like today, if you talk about the clouds, right, is it a GCP, it is AWS, Azure, whichever the cloud technology, what happens, CDO enforce if you are using some kind of a data cloud platform, we ensure those are very very quick, yeah, timeless. That means how quickly you can get the data from the source system, ingest the data and push it there, right. That is the timeliness. Availability, how quickly data is available to create a lot of reports, to create a the cross sell upsell, to create stigma for the for the marketing, right. Similar to create a risk factor, right. The how quickly you are able to get it, right. That's what a CDO plays a role, how to monetize those data very very quickly with the right kind of a data platform is being set it up. And if the data is providing you the batching, real time streaming, right, those kind of things is available across there. Is it able to handle your lot of varieties of data, right. Now the open banking has come, right, where any customers data point is visible to others, right. How CDO will always think of how when it is visible to others, what kind of security, what kind of a data monetization, what kind of a data federations is being placed, so that the data is across in the in one Excel, right. That's what the CDO's role, and he does it, right. That is the second one. Third one is when the data comes into the fly, right, the consumption pattern, right, when people are going to consume those data, how better way the data can be used in the different data platform. So we brought a lot of new toolings in the ecosystems, and that is also the governing and as well as the advanced approach going on. But the point is, we never looked back that whether there was something going wrong if our data cloud or platform is not right, right. So that's what CDO always looks at how the best suitable platforms is there to consider two or three pillars. One is the the technical pillar, second is the business pillar, third is the governance pillar is being taken care as part of the your entire data platforms, where your ingestion and your change data capture, that is a lot of concept is there, is being considered taken care. That's what the CDO feels every time. So that's very good questions again. Still, so DPD 2 weeks before, it has come for the digital, right? Because now digital, what happens, sometimes, people feels, I mean, some years in I think 2000, right? So in that time, computer has come to our desk. Now, mobile has come to, in our hand. Now AI is coming into the, both computer and, mobiles, right? That's what, place. That means people are so digitally connected. People activities on the digital is so massive, right? It means the right kind of, authorizations, rules, everything has to be placed in the, digital world, right? So since the digital has come into the picture, so that's where, the CDO is coming into the picture, that how the entire digital ecosystem has to manage. So coming into our bank systems, so we have a lot of challenges in managing in the, data governance aspect, because a lot of data point issue is there. How will you handle PI, SPD? How will you take the, consideration, data going from on-prem to cloud, right? When the data is at rest, when the data is motion, right? How you are going to handle, how your SSL security, all this manage. So they so they also works very closely with the CISO, so the Chief Information Security Officer. What are the different, security aspect they are applying as part of the control mechanism? So today RBI has introduced 300 plus kind of regulatory controls, you need to operate in the, DPD. Okay, so even DPD, there is a different aspect in terms of, GDPR, in terms of, age, in terms of, the consent, like, a child, when, child has to nominated, what kind of a consent you have to take up, right? If your old age, got expired, right? Then who, in that case, what kind of consent has to taken care, and how that account is going to be accessed by people, and how it has to be, right? So those kind of, consent is coming into the picture, and digitally. So even it was earlier there, but since digitally it has come up, now people are thinking how the consent management will be taken care through the digitally. That's the, current challenge, and we are working on it. That how the, what is the best tooling. So today, if you look at in India, they are going to introduce digital officer for this consent management, for this DPD. Okay, so far it has not decided. I think last week, government of India for the digital, they are setting it up. Who are going to govern all, RBI, so all the banks, how the DPD and all is going to handle, and they will do every quarter, those reviews and all. But that is the way, we are working with the KPMG, the different consulting company, how it should do looks like. But that's what we are. Yeah.